How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of new brewery time. A beer I've had before time in the form of Torch and Crown Brewing's. It's their Sub Rosa lager. Yeah. Nelson edition, mind you. Torch and Crown. I actually just interviewed these guys for my podcast. For those that don't know, I have a podcast too. It's called Beer Massive. Essentially running like seasons in it. I kind of take the winter off on them. And I just kicked off this new year. Ended up going out to Carmine Street Beers in Manhattan and meeting up with a couple guys there. And also guys from Torch and Crown. They came back and we did a podcast. It's up. You should go check it out. And had a good time. And they brought a couple beers with them. This is one of them. I took one home. We're going to review it. That's how it works. Let's see what it says. Sub Rosa Nelson Lager, Torch and Crown Brew Company. Sub Rosa means done in secret, a nod to the underground, both New York City's insider drinking culture and our own brewing beginnings. We added Nelson hops from New Zealand to our Sub Rosa Lager to complement the French Barbe Rouge hops. This crisp lager boasts an apricot aroma, flavors of white grapes, oak, and blueberries in the finish. 4.7% alcohol by volume. Done and done. Hey boys, it's cool. It's a big eyeball. What do you want? No, I like the color scheme. I like the layout. It's pretty slick stuff. Nothing too overtly pretentious, while at the same time enough to catch your eye. So, cool can. So, you're talking about a 4.7% lager. You know, breweries, they pop up a lot nowadays. You don't see a lot of them kind of come out the gate with a lager, which is pretty welcome, to be perfectly honest with you. And what do we have there? I mean, if you're going to talk about a lager, you're kind of looking directly at a lager right now. Soft, very soft, kind of like a champagne-like carbonation that is dissipating about as quickly as the head is. Actually, the head's sticking around a little bit. What can I say? Relatively tight, compact bubbles. Neither creamy nor rocky. Just a kind of generic kind of lager head, about a 16th of a pinky finger, done and done. Yeah, I mean, that is clear as can be. And, yeah, comes off every bit of part of a lager. Rich, strong in color, pretty as fuck, done and done. Let's get a nose. That white grape component they're talking about here, this kind of white, what did they call it? Did they say white Zinfandel? Because that's actually what kind of popped into my mind. They just talked about a crisp lager, apricot aroma, flavors of white wine grape. It's that big white Zinfandel kind of grapiness to it. But there's a soft kind of cool kind of apricot that merges with that kind of lagery, sulfury funkiness. Yeah, it just smells big, robust 4.7% lager. Yeah, she smells really rich. It's almost verging on kind of a extra hopped pale ale, kind of like an IPL, imperial, not IPL, pale lager, pale ale lager, an extra hopped kind of lager, as opposed to just a base lager. But there's not enough to kind of push it over the top. So let's talk like more an Americanized version of an OG style lager. That's what I'm getting on the nose. So yeah, definitely those fruits come forward. Exactly what they're actually listing on a label kind of comes forward, which is pretty damn cool. Minus the oakiness. Doesn't really come through all that much. Maybe we'll get that in the taste. And what else do they have in there? Blueberries? We'll see. Let's dive in. Cheers. Get a nice bittering component on it. And it melds with the malt bill, which comes off slightly cereal grain, slightly biscuity. You get this robust malt bill. They're called words. They're hard sometimes. That doesn't come off overpowering. Doesn't come off too rich. So you're getting a big malt impact, but it doesn't come off heavy, which is nice. You get that that white wine grape isn't as robust in the taste as it is in the nose, but the apricot definitely follows. And you do get a slightly oaky kind of vibe from it, almost like verging on almost like a lightly fruited kind of lager. That definitely has this really aggressive kind of fruit portion of the show. Is it blueberry? Sure, fine, whatever. Raspberry, blueberry, the whole nine. What I'm getting here is a rich fruity component verging in that apricot berry thing with a slight kind of oaky that leads you to believe it's almost like a fruiter kind of based lager, while at the same time in the nose you get that big white wine grape and you get that cool kind of cereal grain, slightly biscuity kind of malt build to it. Here's the trick though, and this is the thing I dig about this beer, is that it's all coming in a super drinkable package. It's not like heavy. It's not like dense to the point where you're like, okay, I can only drink one of these. I could definitely throw down a 4-pack of these, no problem whatsoever, and not really either one, get drunk, or two, have a big kind of palate fatigue going on. And that's kind of cool trick they're playing with this one. Sure, is it your grandfather's lager? No. It definitely is Americanized. It definitely has an aggressive hop format, while the malt bill shines a bit more than you expect from a base lager. But those flavors that it's giving you are big, bold, robust for the ABV in this style, in a welcoming way, in a pleasant way, while at the same time staying in a drinkable package. That doesn't suck. When I talk about those big kind of pale ales that I wish there were, or IPAs or double IPAs, I wish there were lower ABV, I always kind of check off those particular ones that come in at sub 5% that really kind of give me that impact, but at a lower ABV. This is kind of giving me a kind of dialed up to 11 kind of lager in a drinkable package, but still has a bit more impact. I think it'll actually appeal to a lot of different people, because a lot of times in today's world, when people think about lager, they think about macro lager. And while that has a dirty connotation to it, there are a lot of lagers that are drinking beer. There's I don't want to say there's a lack of flavor, but it's utilitarian. This kind of fits both of those roles. It's definitely utilitarian beer. It's a drinking beer, but at the same time, you're going to get enough out of it flavor-wise where it kind of turns you on. At least turn this guy on. So yeah, let's talk about it. Is it one of the better lagers that I've had as of late? Yes and no. Is it one of the better traditional style lagers that I've had as of late? No, it doesn't fit that bill. It doesn't fit into that role, nor do I think it wants to. It comes off way more new school, way more Americanized, and there's a lot of those going around. So is it one of the better ones of those that I've had as of late? Actually, yeah. Just tasty beer all around. Value and availability, I actually don't know. Like I said, I didn't bring this back from my trip in New York, but I don't know what they're charging price point for something like this. It's actually not even brewery only stuff, because their actual tasting room isn't open yet. So it's kind of bottle shop only for now, at least for the first month or two, and leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like lagers, but you wish there was more to it, if you like kind of imperial IPLs, but you wish there was a more drinkable package, it kind of fits in that world in between both of those two, and gives you something that is going to give you enough flavor to where you talk about it, but at the same time, come in a crushable ABV to where you can drink a couple of them, and that doesn't suck. So there we go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little new school lager right now. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.